The fairies, the animals, and the angels. What messages do they have for you now? Let's go ahead and dive right into this general reading with messages for you, whoever was guided here, from the fairies, the angels, and the animals. All right. Fairies, what do you have to say? I hope everybody's doing good. I've been really sick for a long time, and I'm finally just getting back to life a little bit. I'm getting over pneumonia. I'm still pretty short of breath. Excuse me, but I feel like I wanted to get on here and connect with everyone again. It's been a while. So, and the fairies and angels were calling me. And it's interesting because I just did a short that uploaded a moment ago about it being time to speak your truth. And I think it's Archangel Carubiel. If I'm saying it correctly, I put the card away. But if you want to see the short, I just uploaded it on my channel, and honesty is coming out here. So whoever was guided here probably will benefit from that energy. Just listening to those shorts and absorbing the energies that each angel sends, it actually really helps us. So definitely, and it was interesting too, because when I was setting up for my reading today, I had a green light that was lighting up top, and then I said, I think I'll use this background instead. And then green came out. So there's something on your heart, there's something on your mind, there's something sitting within your soul that is really ready to come out. And honesty here is trying to help you get that out. You have a story to be told, and it happened, whatever happened to you, it may have been very hard, it may have been very difficult, and there's probably somebody out there, even if it's just one person, who really needs to hear about it. And there's so many avenues out there to put it out, without ever having to be seen. So definitely there's some healing energy coming in for those of you who are here. A lot of you coming here might have a book inside of you. Maybe you've always dreamt of writing a book or writing about your experiences. And the Singer of Healing is here, card 10 and card 40. This honesty, your story, I feel is going to really initiate healing for so many people, if not, mainly you. Perhaps you've been on a very big healing journey for a very long time, and there's just some things that need to come out. And this is going to definitely trigger healing for more than you realize. So it's time for your truth to come out. So don't hold it back any longer. That's 2 messages today from the angels and the fairies stating that. What else, please? I hope everybody's been doing really good. Sending you lots of good vibes. Thank you so much for being here with me. All right, the Soul Shrinker, card 55. Some change coming in. We have Geo the Slow, 43. And I'm going to actually go to the book and tell you what these are about real quick, because this deck comes with a huge hardbound book. And I've been using these cards for a while. It's hard to remember exactly what each card stands for. And sometimes I like these messages better than just the intuitive ones. So Geo the Slow. This is about cycles of time, slowness, waiting, and patience. This is a message to slow down and think a while. Why are you going so fast? What do you hope to gain from it? Are you metaphorically trying to push the river? What kind of stress is being created in your life by hurrying? The presence of Geo the Slow in a reading indicates that the situation or issue is part of a long process that cannot be hurried. It's important to settle down, settle in for the long haul, and set a pace that you can maintain for as long as needed while remaining relaxed and patient. If you are short on patience, try cultivating your acquaintance with the Singer of the Chalice. You will find life much more delightful if you do. Geo the Slow himself clearly does, to judge his face. So this is about slowing down, thinking about what's inside of you, allowing this healing to really penetrate your being. This is a time of slow, methodical reflection, deep thought, that kind of thing. Healing, it's not something you can push through like a train ride super fast and straight to the end. It goes all over the place. One day you think you're healed, and the next day like 10 more things crop up that you realize you have to understand and absorb and face and deal with. And and some days you're going to go for a while straight ahead like that train on the tracks, and then other days you're going to have to take a detour. you know, and just go around and redo, rethink, revisit. And that's all about healing. Be honest with yourself and be honest with others as you slowly move through this process that cannot be rushed. And then we're going to take a look at the Soul Shrinkers. I just want to see what he says. The other two cards I'm not going to read to you about because I feel like I already gave you those messages on my own. Cruelty, malice, gossip, curses, destruction. Malice, vicious gossip, and cruelty are occurring somewhere in this situation. So you might be dealing with some malicious people right now. You might be dealing with gossipy people, with people who are cruel or have been cruel. The best way to change this is to begin scattering blessings, thank yous, positive feedbacks, kind words. Let's see here. So I feel like you're really meant to try to turn your eye toward the people that have been or are being malicious. Turn away from those people, those things, and focus on the things and the people that have been good to you. This is going to initiate the change for the better in your life. 55, a number of change. You need a change and you need to refocus because all of this malicious activity that's been going on behind your back, it's draining you. It's shrinking your soul. It's just taking everything out of you and it's breaking your heart and it's time to heal. Move slowly as you do, but slowly start to focus your attention on the people who are good to you in your life, the people who love you in your life. Don't give those malicious gossipers, hateful, cruel people one bit of your energy. Let that shrink their soul. They don't deserve you to feed into them. You deserve better than that. So turn away from this. There's some people who are coming here to this reading who have some real haters in their life, who have been cruel. And it's time for you to take your energy back so that the soul shrinker can do its work on their soul, shrinking down the negativity within them and not allowing it to fester, to grow, to brew even harder. That's the goal. Not to destroy them as a person, but to destroy the power that they get out of hurting others. The more you feed into it, the more the energy is going to grow and spread. So nip it in the bud, and it stops with you. Just keep telling yourself that it stops with me. It stops here. It stops with me. I'm not going to feed into this. I'm not even going to give you an ounce of my attention. I'm healing. I'm going to slowly go through my process and I'm going to sing the story that has happened to me so that it might help others. And I'm going to let them know how I was able to change and become something different. So let's take a look and see what the angels and auras have to say. All right. For those guided here, what do they need to know, angels? We've heard from the fairies, the angels, and next we'll hear from the animals, all the lovely high vibrational creatures of our beautiful world coming in to deliver us much needed messages and love right now, much needed support right now. That's why you were guided here. The fairies, the angels, and the animals want to offer you support. It seems to me that you need it. It's time to go. If you were guided here, there's a transformation occurring and you have learned a lot and it's actually a completed lesson. This is your confirmation that it's time to exit. It's time to pack your bags and go. Okay. And you will have the support that you need to do that. And if you have to move slowly through this process, that's the best way to go about it. Maybe someone or something that you've been with has been really shrinking your soul and really hindering you from having the healing blessings that you so deserve to have. And if you've been thinking like, I need to leave this behind, I need to end this, this is over, this is done, this stops with me. This is your sign, this is your confirmation that it's time to do just that. Go off, spread your wings, transform. It's going to be beautiful, I promise. Be honest with yourself if you feel that this is the case. Don't hold back. Those feelings are there for a reason. The angels want you to know that they support you in this. Self-employment, commitment, confident, rewarding, resourceful. This is card 34. So I really feel that some of you might be getting ready to leave a job or even a relationship. You have to apply these messages, how they resonate with you. But it might be time to commit to something new, Commit to self-empowerment. Commit to yourself. Commit to making you the main focal point of your life right now, you know? And that's going to benefit all the people around you too, because like they say, in a crash of an airplane, you have to put your oxygen mask on first before you put your child or your spouse or your parent put theirs on, because if you were to pass out, who's going to help them? So you have to be first. And so not just about starting your own business. For a lot of you, this might be about, if you've been thinking of going off and starting something on your own, this is your sign that you have what you need right now and it's time to start that. For others, this might be like self-employment, as in employment into yourself, to learn how to better yourself, to learn how to grow your confidence, to learn how to create more abundance in your life all on your own. You're being empowered. It's time to step away from that which holds you back. Let's see, what else? Angels, what else do you have to say for the people that you guided here to this reading? Open your heart to love, vulnerability, forgiveness, allowing, and community. And I feel like that's what this honesty is too. Look how cute his face is, you know? It's like, he's just so sweet. And I feel like most of you who guided here are actually very sweet individuals, very caring, empathetic, loving individuals. And maybe you've been really hurt in the past. Something really kind of did try to shrink your soul, and now it's time to allow for love, to join in on the community, to join friends, to join family, to maybe embark on a new love relationship. It's time for you to turn the key. And there's a 4 on this door, and 4s are a number of stability. So the angels want you to know that it's time for stability and love. Okay, feel the warm glow inside your heart. It's time to end feelings of fear, hatred, and anything you have. It's time to forgive and allow more abundance to come into your love life. Even if it's just love for yourself, that's good enough too. That's perfect. But it's time to be vulnerable. Okay, and being honest and opening your heart is definitely being vulnerable. So it makes perfect sense. What else, please? What else? Look at this. We have renewed connections coming in, card 32. Another 5 in numerology, number of change. Look at this. We have reunion, reconciliation, intimacy, and forgiveness. This is the second card in a row that speaks of forgiveness. And we have community. And look at all these hands, right? It's time to connect with people. Don't keep yourself in too much solitude, trying to protect yourself. It's time to reunite with loved ones, with friends, with family, with new acquaintances, and possibly some of you are going to have forgiveness and a renewed connection coming back into your life, a reunion. This could be a love life reunion. This could be a family member or friend, but Spirit and the angels and the fairies so far want you to know that they are here reconnecting you with someone. There's going to be intimacy and forgiveness and a reunion that's going to be very joyful for your heart. And if you're honest with yourself, you know this is what you want. Let's take a look and see what else. There's a lot of energy of change coming in. But just remember, you don't have to rush through all of this. You can do it very slowly, baby steps, one little step at a time toward what your heart really wants for you, what your soul really hopes for you to have. What else? What else, angels? I love the Angels and Auras deck. It's just always so, resonates so strongly for me. It's so beautiful. Look at that. We have another indicator of the green heart chakra coming in. There's a lot of green. I chose a greenish background, some green in it. I had the green light before I started the reading that I actually unplugged and decided not to use. And the first card was Honesty Green. We have Shamuel, Archangel Shamuel 1, light green. This is a new beginning. We have happiness, vibrancy, energy, and hope. A lot of you, especially as you begin to speak your truth with honesty and you slow down and reflect and take account of everything and step into the new, you're going to have a renewed energy, vibrancy, and hope. And so much happiness is going to be coming your way. So whoever was guided here, you need to know that happier days are about to come. You're going to have your soul fed. Your soul is going to flourish and feel so much better. You're going to have energy like you maybe haven't had in quite some time. A time for renewal of energy. When you speak your truth, that's going to raise your vibration so much that you're going to really see a difference in so many areas of your life. Is there anything else, angels? So I feel like these two, I'm not going to put them down, but I'm going to show you. Sandalphon Turquoise 9. Look at that. The third card, speaking of forgiveness. 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 Healing. Forgiveness. Seeking freedom. Turquoise and another green shade. So definitely some heart meditations, heart blockages meditations might help you. A lot of the people who are guided here. But just know that you're about to have, look at that, the singer of healing and healing. So many messages in this reading are being reiterated from the fairies to the angels, from me directly. The channeled messages that are coming through all indicate major healing and freedom coming into your life. Happiness, hope. You're being renewed with hope. The angels and the fairies are here to renew your hope. And then we have, look at that, we have Archangel Raziel, Rainbow, number 8. Rainbows might be a sign for some of you. We have enlightened, adaptable, soulful, connected. And look at that, we have connections here and connected coming out on this card. So lots of, like I said, messages being reiterated. I just looked down at my 2 little dogs and they crack me up. They're so cute. There's 3 beds in this little room that I'm sitting in for them, and they're both crammed into one. I had to take a sip of water. I'm so sorry. A sip of ginger ale, I should say, not water. I'm usually drinking water, so that's the thing. Okay, so I'm going to, if I can find it, getting my animal spirit deck out here so we can get a message from the animals. Excuse me. I just can't shake this cough. I got myself rechecked and they said it can take up to 4 weeks when you have pneumonia for it to completely leave your system. I'm like, oh, 4 weeks. Oh, let's see. All right. I have been down and out for the count. I've been going through well, I have a lot of health issues. And, I'm actually, you know, I just have a lot of health issues. I've been going through a lot. It just seems to keep coming. But let's take a look and see here what the lizard has to say out of the animal spirit deck. The lizard. All right. Okay, so it's like my dogs heard me. Paco just got up and got out of the bed and left Izzy and went to the other bed. He's like, you know what? You're right. Intellectual, sensitive to the subtle dreamer. The lizard is an expert in the realm of sensory perception. As if it has a sixth sense, the lizard hears what is yet to be spoken and sees what is yet to manifest. Although this is an amazing gift, it can easily wear the lizard down. Big crowds, lots of travel, overstimulation will drain a lizard of their magical essence. This card is an indication to pull back from the bright lights in big city and return to the inner artist who's been whispering your name. That's like Geo the Slow. This is asking you to kind of step away from chaos, from people who drain you, from too much stimulation. Maybe it's time for some of you to take like a retreat into nature or something like that. Like a little, even if it's just for a couple of hours, you know, going to a park or the woods or someplace quiet by water, perhaps, where you can sit and reflect. There's a little hair. It's driving me crazy. But anyways, yeah, this might be a call for you to be artistic in some way. I do feel like there's a big call from the fairies, angels, and animals to tell you that it's time to let your artistic abilities flow. If it's writing your story, if it's drawing a picture of your story, getting your truth out from your honest self so that you can have the healing energy, really fill those cracks what you leave behind from getting all of that out. See. So let's just shuffle again one more time. Let's see if one more animal wants to come out here. I haven't used this deck very much. The Panther. This makes me feel like somebody really regaining their power. Let's see here. The Panther. All right. Annihilation of the unnecessary, purging. The panther won't stand to see our growth or energy stagnate. Instead, it pounces into lives and causes all kinds of havoc, with the ultimate intention of bringing us toward a more fulfilling life. It's unexpected, uncomfortable, and sometimes feels devastating. But after all the dust clears, it's easy to see the panther's wisdom at work. We've all been through these experiences, and they've made us better people. Trust that the panther's journey always leads us to a brighter place. So this is like a purging of the unnecessary. It's almost like a tower moment for those guided here, like some kind of a tower moment coming in to change things up, to take you to, look at that. Yeah, because like when you leave something behind, it can be a little bit scary. It can be, you know, hard and difficult and really sometimes very painful, but you're being led to reclaim your power. And you're purging things that are really unnecessary, and they're not helping you, you know, and that's why you're being guided toward the new. And some things are going to come back around because you've changed and some people have changed, and you're going to renew some connections that are actually good for you. And you're going to be vulnerable again. But it's time to like employ into yourself, like self-employment, as in like my job right now is to heal, to move through this, to get out my truth with honesty, to slow down and reflect and take as good of care of myself as I can. I'm meant to nurture my soul with all the things that nurture my soul. That's what I'm meant to do. That's my job right now. For any spare time you have, try to put it into being creative, to be artistic, to get something out, to work on those things that have been kind of like nudging at you as far as like, oh, you should do this project. You should do that project. You should get creative. You should do this. I watched this video and I want to make this thing, or I want to write this book. I want to write this poem. I want to start this new goal toward a new business for myself. I want to open an Etsy store. The possibilities are positively endless. Wherever it applies to you, go ahead and do that, because it is time. It's definitely time. Let's do one last thing before we wrap up your reading. I don't want to go too long. I know people don't really like sitting through like really long readings anymore. And most of the longer things I do don't get that many views. It's the shorts that everybody wants. But let's take a look and see what the animal guides tarot. I love this deck also. For those guided here, we've heard from the fairies, the angels, and now we're hearing from you, animals. Which one of you wants to come forward? The Nine of Air, the Gazelle. You've worked hard, and what you've created is impressive and worthy of protecting. Annoying challenges might pop up, but don't worry, you'll get through them just as you have in the past. So no matter what's happening, you've put in hard work, and now it's time to know that you're going to get through whatever challenges pop up as far as anything that you've been working on in your life. It's going to be just fine. And then we have the Queen of Earth at the bottom of the deck, the Belgian hare. You will be given advice. It's both practical and creative, and it should be followed precisely. Focus only upon the positive in every situation or person. This is about being thoughtful, caring, creative, and ingenious. So there's more energy, more green, more heart chakra energy about you being creative, about you being caring and thoughtful, and really being resourceful when it comes to what's sitting inside your heart and what this panther's guiding you toward, because you know you're going to really be in a time of renewal. And look what's at the bottom of the deck. Renewal 20, the raccoon. It's time to get clarity about your life purpose and make changes so that you're in the path most divinely suited to you. Forgive what has been without judgment, and fearlessly embrace what's to come. Oh my gosh, that's the fourth card about forgiveness. That's like the third card about renewal, renewed connections right here. Look at that, renewed renewal. Okay, it is definitely time to embrace the new. You're meant to let out the old, make peace with it, know that it's going to help somebody, know that your story needs to be told, and know that it's time to spread your wings and move into this new door where so much love and abundance is going to fulfill your soul. Thank you so much for being here with me. It's been a while. I've missed doing readings with all of you. I hope that you're having a wonderful rest of your night. If you want to get a personal reading, please check the description box below for ways to do that. I'm sending you lots of love and light. Take care.